What's up, YouTube? Back here again with another video, and today we're going to take a look at a frame. Alright, this is the Iflight Racer ix5 V2. You see right there, ix5 V2. I believe this was a 215. Link will be in the description. I got this off of Amazon. It was like 30 bucks or so. I believe it's a 215. I'll annotate that. If it is different than 215, I'll annotate that, but right around that range. So we're cracking in this box here. Now, you know, I like this. This is a nice little presentation. A little box here. Usually everything just comes in plastic. We got 4 foam feeties. Alright. Sticker pack. I had Iflight to the thing there. Now, this is actually my second Iflight frame. I got one a while ago, back before they were so popular, and it was a really good frame. And it was pretty much similar to this, but it was before we had camera side plates and, a little bit different. And this is supposed to be a lowrider front frame. So, anyway, let's get back to this. We got a, like a leather wrapped battery strap. Pretty good. These are like not the rubber coated, but it's like the fake pleather or whatever coated version. These aren't bad. These hold pretty good. Bag of nuts and screws. We got top plate. Looks like a top piece for to cap off your electronics, and the camera side plates, and then the frame down here in the bottom. This is a one-piece frame design. Crack into this baby. I think Iflight's doing some pretty nice stuff with their frames. Alright, box. Alright, so let's check this out. So the edges are not chamfered, they're square. Look to be like 4mm arms. Pretty stiff, it's got a little flex in it. I felt stiffer. And I still don't have a battery in my caliber, but at least I can get an idea if it's 4mm or 3mm. Maybe I can't. Tell you what I can do is I know for a fact that that's 4mm. Yeah, I think it's a 4mm. I gotta get that battery. Definitely replace that battery in that frame. Now this I know for a fact is 4mm. Yeah, so we got a 4mm bottom plate. Thereabouts. Alright, so here's the front. We got recessed, the holes recessed for the hardware. These little cutouts, I guess, are going to be for the camera pod or the camera plates. Yeah, not a bad looking frame. 30 by 30 holes. Looks like you got a spot for your strap on the bottom, and I know there's a spot for the strap on the top. And I plan to do a top mount battery with this when I put it together. So here's the top plate, and you got your spot for your antenna, or I'll probably have it coming up there. And I tell you what, this thing is dirty. It's not very clean. My fingers are getting very black already. So this is the camera spot, and then you got your little cutouts for your top mount battery, which is what I'm going to try to do. This is going to be the cap off your stack there, and then these pieces are going to be for the camera. I guess the camera's going to probably stick out the front. Alright, let me put this together, and I'll be back in a sec. Alright, so I got the frame put together. Very easy, very self-explanatory. You'll see, there's 2 cutouts on the top for the camera plate, and 1 on the bottom. These are 1mm side plates, and looks to be at least 2mm on the top plate. Like I said, 4mm on the bottom plate. Comes with all the screws you need. There's two different types of screws. There's a longer and a shorter screw. Your longer screws are for your standoffs, and your shorter screws are going to be for your for the board alignment for your nylon standoffs here. And this is what I'm going to use. I'm putting an F3 in here, so I'm not too worried about soft mounting. But I'll put some rubber O-rings inside there, and I'll put my all-in-one board in there. probably Betaflight F3. I'm going to transfer over onto this. So yeah, it comes with everything you need. You got the short screws in here. Everything is flush there, so you can mount your battery down here nice and easy, top or bottom. Also flush mounted on the top. I'm going to do a top battery here now. This is it's a lower, definitely a lower, lower space in here. Like this is a more standard height space, right? And then, this is going to be a little bit shorter. So probably somewhere in the neighborhood of like, 5 or 6 millimeters shorter. It's definitely not, it's not as low of a deck as this. This is like 10 millimeters in here, this space. Obviously it's bigger than that. I think it's like probably 20 millimeters as opposed to 35, 30-ish. So should do better, should do okay with a top mount. Shouldn't be too tall. I'm going to put it on, like I said, Betaflight F3 all-in-one. I have to put my VTX up here. They give you a couple spots to zip tie, which I like. I'll probably use a solid VTX up here, like an old school one without a little whip or a lead. And then that'll be all stacked up in there. Probably put my receiver down there. But yeah, so that's pretty much it. I'm not sure if it fits a full-size camera or a like a mini, or definitely not a micro, but I think a full-size camera should fit in there. So yeah, there you go. That is the Iflight Racer ix5 V2. Alright, I did end it, but I figured I'd pop in and I'd show you the finished product. And then I got it built up. This is what I ended up going with. I got a Betaflight F3 down here. Alright, there's a rubber grommet underneath. I put these on here just in case I didn't know which direction I was going to put the Maytech. I used the Maytech VTX. I got that just sitting on the studs here. It's kind of pinched in with the antenna lead, kind of whips around and connects to the two holes up top here. Got a Monster V2 in here, so a full-size camera fits. And I'm using a top mount. There's the strap. Got a couple pieces of little rubber to help hold the battery. The battery fits pretty good. I can show you that real quick. Put a battery up here. Just got my ESCs right here. Antennas down here like that. That's kind of how I put them, so they're out of the way. And then when this is plugged in, it keeps it tight, out of the way. So it came out pretty good, if I do say so myself. Let's take a quick pull-up weight. Now, I am a freestyle pilot. $330 grams. It's actually pretty light. As far as a full all-up freestyle, I'll show you. This is my favorite. This is the Speed Addict 210 V2 from Catalyst Machine Works, and this is pushing 380 grams, 388.9 grams, so pretty much 390 grams. So 390, and this one's coming out at 330. So what's that? 60-gram difference. I mean, that's pretty surmountable. And they're 2306 motors. They are a little lighter than these motors. But, overall, it's a lot less carbon. So, if you're looking for a little bit lighter, you can do top mount or bottom mount, depending on what you want. So far, so good. I'm going to give it some flights, and I'll come back and we'll do some flight video. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.